pyramid today. Pyramid. One distinct difference between a pyramid and the prism we went over on Friday. Let's go. One distinct difference between the pyramid and the prism. Here we go, Evan. Correct. There is 2 bases on a prism. How many on a pyramid? 1 base on a pyramid. And for us anyway, this is going to be nice. 1 base. And I'll let you know it's always going to be any regular polygon. So the base is going to be regular. And that's good news for us because regular to us tells us all the sides are going to be the same. Right? What shape are the non-bases in? The non-bases. They're in the shape of triangles, and not just triangles, congruent triangles. All right? All non-bases are congruent triangles. Because that's good for us. Again, explain lateral area. Lateral area of a figure. Here we go. We're going right off the bat. Quick. Feeling it today. Feeling it. Got it. Got it. Awful. Explain to me lateral area of any figure. Lateral area. 23. Lateral area of any figure. Okay, in this case, I only have 1 base. So take that base off. What's left again? Take the base off a pyramid. What's left? Come on, what's left? Triangle. So you're going to find the area of 1 triangle and multiply by how many there are. That's the lateral area. All right, surface area. I'm going to stick that base back on and add it to the lateral area. Okay, so again, lateral area, you're going to take 1 triangle, find the area using 1/2 base times height, and multiply how many there are. I don't have a special formula. Here's the thing today that's a little bit different. There are 2 heights. 2 heights in a pyramid. Are you kidding me? 2 heights. Anybody familiar with Mission Impossible? Okay, well, that's how I'm going to describe these 2 heights right now. All right? So enjoy the show. Here's what you got to think about. All right? When you're thinking about these 2 heights, I want you to think about that you're at the top of the pyramid where the faces, where these triangles intersect. That's called the apex, by the way. The apex where they intersect. Everyone with me? You're at the top right now. And the only way you can go is straight down. So you take your rope that's attached to you, you fling it straight down to the middle of the base. So again, you're at the top, you're at the apex, you fling that sucker all the way down to the base. Guys, that's your height. That's the height of the pyramid, all right? So again, you're at the top, you drop your rope down, slide all the way down to the middle of the base. That is the height of the pyramid. Okay, so inside right here, inside, drawn right to the bottom, that's the height. That's your altitude. Coincidentally, I'm going to call it the Mission Impossible height. Look at that. Then we have another one called slant height. Slant height. That is the height on one of the faces. That's the height on one of the triangular faces. All right? That's slant height. That's the height you want when you calculate the lateral area. Because you're going to go, ready? 1/2 base times height. And when we say height, slant height. Okay? Slant height. Not the Mission Impossible height, which is located inside the pyramid. And look at this. You connect the Mission Impossible height with the slant height. It's going to form a right triangle. Okay? So if you give me 2 out of the 3 values, I can find the third using Pythagorean Theorem. Okay, questions? I'm letting it play out. We're going. So here we go, lateral area. That's the sum of all the triangular faces. First one, take a look at my pyramid, lateral area. How many triangular faces do I have? How many? 4. So I'm going to go 4 times the area of one of them, 1/2 base times height. Everyone seeing where this is coming from? 4 triangular faces, the area of one of them is 1/2 base times height. All right, help me. Help me find the area of one of those triangular faces. Base 12. Now be careful because 8 is not the height I'm looking for. That's my Mission Impossible height, where you let that rope down from the apex. What I'm looking for is that slant height right there. That's what I'm looking for. And as we've said, oh boy, so I gotta stop. Ghostbusters, if anybody's wondering. Like I said before, it forms a right triangle. Hold on, that's 8. One of the legs is 8. Now what about this leg right here? That's always going to be half the base, okay? Always half the base, all right? Half the base length, 12. So it's going to be 6. All right, it's always going to be half the length of the base of the pyramid. So as some of you guys getting the calcs out, we can do a little Pythagorean theorem and say 8 squared plus 6 squared will be my slant height squared, equal to my slant height squared. And the slant height on this one, what do you got for me? 3? 10, yep. C comes out to be 10. And now I'm on my way. Don't forget your units, 240 square feet. Questions? Anybody remember what that was called? Day 1. Literally day 1. A net of a pyramid. Yeah, good times. Surface area now. That's just we're gonna take the lateral area and add in what now for surface area? Base. Not plural on this one, right? Calm down. Lateral area plus area of the base. It's not always going to be a square, by the way. You'll see that in a second. All right, I have the same pyramid we just got done with. All right, same pyramid. So it's already going to be the 240 I found previously for the lateral area plus. Now add on the base. How do you find the area of that base? Let's roll. 10. Don't mock me, Braden. 15. Which would be what in this case? 12 by 12, square base. So my surface area, 384 square feet. Questions? All right. All right, here we go. A little lateral area now. Remember, lateral area, don't include the base. Don't include the base. So I'm going to have 4 triangles again. 1/2, or the base and the height of one of the triangular faces. Base and height, one of the triangular faces. 20, what do you got for me? 10 and 13, look at that. It was all given to you. No Pythag needed there. Slant height is 13. (260 square inches). And then I give you number 2 because, I don't know, kids go nuts. Oh, he flipped it upside down. How can I do this? This is freaking stressing me out. What's that 7 pointing to? That's my Mission Impossible height, not the height I need for the face. So 1/2. The base is going to be 7, but the height now I have to do Pythagorean Theorem. Be careful. 7, what's this side right here going to be now? This leg of the right triangle should be 3.5. It's half the side of the base. Yep. So off to the side, I'm thinking 3.5 squared plus 7 squared equals c squared. No, we're not rounding anything to the nearest tenth. Actually, what I like to do, instead of writing out the whole decimal, I just keep it in that radical. So square root, you guys are getting 61.25, I hope. I just keep it right in that square root when I rewrite it. Because if you don't, you got to rewrite the full decimal here. And nearest tenth, number 1, what do we got? Nobody. 12, I was real slow there. Not even here either. 3 for 3. 14. You guys got 3. Surface area on your own. Surface area, go ahead. Surface area on your own. See how many people fall into this trap on number 3. 8, slant height on that one. Good man. And the area of the base should have came out to be 25. And nearest 10th, surface area of this pyramid. 7. Can I answer any questions from you guys about that one? Now look, these have all been square pyramids. Are they all going to be squares? Nope, absolutely not. Take a look at the next one. Base could be different. This is a hexagonal pyramid now. So instead of having 4, I know we've been in this mode. 4 times 1/2 base times height. 4 times 1/2 base times height. Now what are we looking at? How many triangles now? 6. All right, now we have 6 triangles. So when I calculate the surface area, it's going to be 6 times 1/2 base length. 6, and you're welcome here because I gave you it. What is the height of one of those triangular faces? 12. I gave you that already. Plus, now here's where you got to do some work for me. Area of the base now. When I add in the hexagonal base now. This is what we have to pull out from last unit. How to find the area of a regular hexagon. What are we doing here? What's the majority? Do we find 1/2 AP or do we break it up into 6 triangles and do it that way? What are we doing here? Majority here? Well, who's 1/2 AP on this? All right, 1/2 AP it is. All right, let's try to find, well, I think we can find perimeter right away. If that's 6 meters, the perimeter of this regular hexagon would have been 25. $36. The only thing we got to work on now, if you remember, is finding from the distance from the center perpendicular to the side, aka the apothem. Finding that apothem length. How we always did it, I always found the angle formed by drawing in the 2 radii, that full angle right there. I always started there, find the angle between the 2 radii, and in that case, though, that angle between the 2 radii, 21. Angle between the 2 radii here. 60. 360 divided by 6, 60, but the apothem bisects it. So now this angle up top right here is going to be 30, working in a 30, 60, 90 triangle. What else did the apothem bisect? The side. So now it's going to be 3 down here, which is across from my 30 degrees in this triangle. The 3 is across from the 30. The apothem is across from the 60. So what should I do with that 3 to get to the apothem now? Here you go, 28. Okay, so the apothem is going to be 3, radical 3. Okay. Surface area. Add it all up. Directions are still to the nearest tenth. I know you're on a new page, but and your surface area on this one when you're ready, 17. Sure. Okay, so this right here, 6 times 1/2 times 6 times 12, comes out to be what? Okay, so that's 216 plus 1/2 of 30, that's 18, right? 18 times 3, 54, so 54 radical 3. So let's add those two up. Point to the nearest tenth.
5.
Questions? All right, we'll discuss this next one, but I'm going to let you go on your own because I want you to have more and more practice with these composite solids. Guys, what's on top? What's on top? Pyramid, as I like to call it. I have no idea. This used to be a huge issue for me spelling this, wondering if the Y or the R came first. So the only way I could remember how to spell it was pyramid. Calling it a pyramid. Good story, I know. And what's on the bottom? That is not a cube. It is a rectangular prism. If you're going to find the surface area, please remember what we talked about. You can only find what is showing. Do not count what's covered up. See what you can do here. All right, because you should not be doing full surface area of a pyramid because one of the parts is covered up. You should not be doing the full surface area of a prism because something is being covered up. So go ahead, discuss it around with each other if you prefer. If you want to try to roll it, do it solo, go ahead. 20, talk to me about the pyramid. What could you not count on the pyramid? The base. So essentially, if you're not counting the base, what are you just finding of the pyramid? Lateral area, right? So 4 triangles, 1/2. What was the base? 6 times the height of one of those bases. Height? 6? 4, right? The slant height gave you 4. And the pyramid should have came out to be 48. Everyone good? Talk to me about the prism. What could you not count on the prism? 11. What can I not count on the prism? The top base, yeah, the top base. So you had 5 faces to calculate the area from. Let's go front and back first. Front and back, there's 2 faces that are both the same, and they were 6 by 3. All right. Plus right and left, which is also 2 faces that are also 6 by 3. Amanda just said, don't count the top base, count the bottom one, though. And that's a 6 by 6. And that came out to be a total area of that's the final answer. 108. There we go. Getting rattled. So your total here for this figure, 156 square feet. Questions? Okay, I am not going to go over any Regents problems with you. Instead, you're going to get together with some people you feel comfortable working with. You're going to do every 3. Start with number 1 and go every 3. So 1, 4, 7, 10, etc. All right, you're going to do every 3. Hey, you have the answers for the multiple choice on the back. Check them as you go along. If you can't figure out where they're getting that from, call me over. All right, you work with somebody else or by yourself, that's fine. But get together with some people. Start with number 1. Go every 3, please. Every 3. Yes, the new one you just got.